choose our socks for success in all endeavors. Fortunes rises from the heel, and good luck for life.
Good morning. Today is Monday, December 16th, 2024. Today in history, 254 years ago, German musician Ludwig van was born. A key figure in the European classical period and representative of the Vienna Classical School, he made significant contributions to classical music. His innovations in sonata form and symphonic suite structure earned him the titles Music Saint and King of Symphony. Welcome to today's Qingchao Morning News. Let's start with political updates.
Korea Parliament passes arrest motion for President Yoon. According to Reuters, the South Korean Congress recently passed a resolution calling for the swift arrest of President Yoon Suk-yeol. Yoon declared a state of emergency martial law on December 3, aiming to eradicate pro-North Korean forces and safeguard the nation's stability. The South Korean National Assembly later held a plenary meeting and overwhelmingly passed a resolution to lift the emergency martial law. South Korean prosecutors have launched an investigation into Yoon Suk-yeol for suspected civil strife. Park Se-hyun, director of the Special Investigation Headquarters for Emergency Martial Law Situations, confirmed that prosecutors are investigating based on a letter of accusation against Yoon. India opposition moves to impeach VP Dankar. According to Reuters, India's opposition parties have initiated a motion to impeach Vice President Dankar, accusing him of biased behavior while serving as the chairman of the upper house of parliament. Over 65 opposition MPs have signed the motion, alleging that Dankar favored the government. This is the first motion against the chairman of the upper house in the 72 years since the establishment of the Indian parliament. The motion will be discussed within 14 days, and if passed, it will be transferred to the House of Commons for further consideration. Under the Indian constitution, the vice president can only be removed from office if the motion is approved by both houses of parliament. Dankar's office has not yet responded. India's winter session, which began on November 25, has been paralyzed by multiple issues, including bribery accusations against Indian tycoon Adani, religious conflicts in northern towns, and ethnic violence in the northeastern state of Manipur. Australia signs landmark security pact with Nauru. According to Agence France-Presse, on December 9, Australia and Nauru signed a landmark security treaty. The agreement stipulates that Nauru must seek Australia's consent before signing any other bilateral agreements related to maritime security, defence, or policing. Nauru will also need to negotiate with Australia if other countries wish to make agreements concerning Nauru's ports, airports, or banking sector. Nauru, with a population of only 12,500 people and an area of 20 square kilometers, is one of the world's smallest countries. A recent World Bank assessment indicated that Nauru is highly vulnerable to rising sea levels, facing high unemployment and health challenges. Australian Prime Minister Albanese affirmed that Australia would remain Nauru's main security partner and committed to providing new investments to support Nauru's policing and national security needs. BP cuts renewable energy investment significantly. According to Agence France-Presse, on December 9, BP announced it would significantly reduce its investment in renewable energy before 2030. CEO Murray Auchincloss stated the company would adjust its strategy, scaling back key climate targets and focusing more on oil and gas to boost profitability. At the same time, BP will partner with Japanese power company JERA to merge their offshore wind power businesses. The new joint venture, JERA Nex BP, will be equally owned by both companies. It will develop existing offshore wind projects and plans to invest $5.8 billion by 2030 to become the world's largest offshore wind power business. Haitian gangs kill at least 110 in capital slums. According to Reuters, gang conflicts recently erupted in Cité Soleil, a densely populated slum in Haiti's capital Port-au-Prince. Members of the gang alliance, Symbiosis, killed 110 people, all over 60 years old, in just 2 days using knives. The conflict began when Felix, the leader of the alliance, consulted a voodoo priest after his child fell ill. The priest accused the elders of Cité Soleil of using witchcraft to harm children, prompting Felix to order the massacre. Cité Soleil, one of the largest and poorest ghettos in the Northern Hemisphere, is heavily controlled by gangs, limiting residents' ability to report the killings. Explosion at fuel depot in Italy. According to Italian news, a large-scale explosion recently occurred at the Eni fuel depot in Calenzano, near Florence, central Italy. The explosion caused a fire, resulting in 5 deaths and 26 injuries, according to a spokesman for the Florence city government. The fuel depot, covering 170,300 square meters, stores gasoline, diesel, and kerosene. It is connected to Eni Group's refinery in Livorno through 2 pipelines. Eni, which has operated the facility since 1956, stated that the fire was contained to the loading area and did not spread to the fuel tanks. Authorities are investigating the incident. Malaysia's breakfast culture added to UNESCO Intangible Heritage List. Comprehensive news from Kuala Lumpur. At the 19th session of the Intergovernmental Committee for the Protection of Intangible Cultural Heritage held in Paraguay, Malaysian breakfast culture was successfully included in the UNESCO representative list of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity. The Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture of Malaysia stated that Malaysian breakfast culture reflects the harmony, tolerance, and acceptance of a diverse society, meeting the standards of the 2003 Convention for the Protection of Intangible Cultural Heritage. This international recognition has enhanced Malaysia's global reputation.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the price of Arabica coffee in New York has recently risen by more than 4%, surpassing the peak in 1977 and reaching a record high of $3.434 per pound. Since the beginning of the year, the commodity has risen by approximately 80%. That's all for today's Qingxiao Morning News. Thanks for watching. Join us at the same time tomorrow.